Alright, let's solve 10 geometry questions today. So, first one, in the figure above, so we need to calculate the sum of w, x, y, and z. So we also have this angle here, 30. So we know that full circle has 360 degrees. So this is the key information here. So what else do we know? We don't know here. But we know that it is right across 30. So if it is right across 30, it means that it is 32. So we have now 30, 30, x, w, y, and z. So all of them combined should give us 360. So let's sum them up then. So 30 plus 30 is 60, x, w, y, and z. So this should be 360. So then we know that if we move this to the other side of the equation, x, y, z, w is 300. And this is the same as this question, w, x, y, z. So answer is 300. This was an easy question. Next, in the figure above, what is the value of x plus y? So this is a straight line, it seems. So we know that a straight line is 180 degrees. And this seems like 90 degrees, right? So then the question asks us x plus y. It's an easy question. If the whole angle is 180 and this part is 90, then we are left with x plus y, which is 90, because 90 plus 90 is 180. So answer is C, 90. And next one, PS above, PQ is 3, RS 4, PS 10. What is the distance from S to the midpoint of QR? Alright. So PQ is 3, RS 4, and PS, which is like here, is 10. So what is QR? We need the midpoint of QR. So QR is in total is this area. So we have 3 here, 4 here. In total it is 7. But the whole PS, whole line is 10 unit. So we are left with 3 more. So which means QR is 3. And midpoint, what is the midpoint? So it is like, it should be around somewhere here. Let's call it M. The distance, then midpoint, if it's the total length is 3, then 1.5 in each direction, and 1.5. So what the question asks, what is the distance from S to the midpoint? Let's change the color. So this area, right, from the midpoint to S, then is 4 plus 1.5, which is 5.5. Next, in the figure, L1 is parallel to L2. What is the value of x plus y? Easy. So we have this. So first of all, we notice that these zigzags, if this is alpha, this is alpha too. These angles, I mean, so like this. It is like a reverse Z. So x and y are the same angles, then x is y. And even if we know that, we can solve this question. So we know that straight line has 180 degrees, so 105 we have here, so we are left with 95 for y, so y is 95. Alright, and we know that this part is 105 as well, because this is a straight line. Also, it is right across 105, so it is 105 as well. So what about x? So we know that x is equal to y, so it is 95, yeah, but we can find this using these two angles as well, because their total should give us 180. So if this is 105, so we are left with again 95. So 95 plus 95 is 190 is the answer. What is the measure in degrees of the smaller of two angles? So there are two angles, one is smaller than the other, that together form a straight line if the ratio of the measure of the larger angle to the smaller angle is 7 to 2. Okay, we have this together. They together form a straight line. And straight line is 180, right? And we have two angles and their ratio is 7 to 2. So one of them, if one of them is 7k, other one should be 2k, right? So in total, let's sum them up. So this could be like 14 to 4. The ratio is again 7 to 2, but their sum is not 180. So this is not the answer that we are looking for. So 180 then equals 9k. In this case, k is 20. So we had two angles, 7k and 2k. So one is then 140, because 7 times 20, 140, and 2 times 20, 40. So we found our angles. One is 140, other is 40, and their sum will give us 180, which is a straight line. So we have two angles here, and what was the question? Smaller. What is the measure of the smaller of the two angles? So we know that one is 140 and the other is 40, so the answer is 40. Next, again a straight line. So this whole area should be 180. So what do we have? V is 2w, okay. W is 2x, and x is y over 3. What is the value of y? Okay, then we need to transform all these letters v, w, x to y. So we need to write them in terms of y. Then we should start with this part, because we know how many y is an x. So y is y, so we leave this part alone. And for x, for this area, we are given the information that it is y over 3, so we have y over 3, and w is 2x, and 1x we said is y over 3, so then 2x is 2y over 3. And finally, v is 2w. And what is 1w? 1w is 2y over 3, then 2w, which is v, is 4y over 3. So this part then should be 4y over 3. Then let's delete this part and make some calculations. So overall we have y over 3, 2y over 3, and 4y over 3. And their like total value should give 180, because they are on straight line. So y plus y over 3 plus 2y over 3 plus 4y over 3 is 180 degrees. Okay, let's write the first, I mean all of them are like divided by 3, so let's divide this y in as if we are like dividing it 3 2, so y is equals to 3y over 3, so it will make things easier for us. So if we write y like this, so we can like sum all the y's here, like 3y, y, 2y and 4y, and their total will give us 3 4 6 10. So in total we have 10y over 3 is 180, then 10y is 540, then y is 54, and we are asked to find y value, which is 54. Right. In the figure above, these are parallel. Okay. What is the value of A, B, C, D, E? Like we need to add them up. All right. Let's try to find some like information based on this figure here. So first of all, what is this angle? It is A, because it is right across A, so it is A. So we know that if they are parallel, and like let's say this is 70, like 60 degrees, or like let's say 50 degrees, then this should be 130 degrees, because their total should give us 180. Again, if these are parallel, this is x, this is y, then x plus y should be 180. All right. Now based on this, we know that a plus 1 is 180. So we know that this part is 180. And this is a straight line, E and D. So D plus E should be 182. So the equation is something like this: 300 plus C. So the answer can't be this, because it should be more than 360. This and this. So it is either 450 or E. We can't determine it based on this information. So which one is the case here? So we need to find C. But can we find it based on this information? It seems no, we can't find it. So there is no way to find what this C value is. I mean, it seems like it is like more than 90 here, but this figure can be misleading as well, so we can't assume based on some angles that we are used to. So we simply will say that we cannot determine what the total value of A, B, C, D and E is. We know that A plus B is 180 or D plus E is 180, but we can't know this C value here. So the answer is E. Alright, so in the rectangle above, what is the value of Y? So where is the Y? It is here. So this is a rectangle, so it means that all these angles are 90, and in total it is 360. And we have this triangle here. Let's call this A, B and C. So there is this A, B, C triangle, and if we call this like K, we have another triangle, AKC. So okay, so we know that this is 90, and here we have another triangle here, and we know that a triangle should have 180 degrees, and this has n value here and r value here. N is here and r is here, and n plus r plus 90, which is here, should be 180. So n plus r is 90. All right, let's leave some space for us with the information that we found, which was quite useful. So n plus r 90. We have n and r here, and we are asked to find this y value. So we know that this is a triangle, and n plus r plus y should be 180. So we know that n plus r is 90. Therefore, y is nothing but 90. All right. Yeah, this was an interesting question. So A, B, C, D, E, all distinct points lie in the same plane. AB and CD are parallel to each other, and AC and BD, then which of the following is a set of points, all of which could lie on the same line? So, like look at these multiple choices A, B, C, D. It seems that, so if we draw a line A, B, C, and D, could be on the same straight line, but maybe it is not that possible. So we need to draw some parallel lines so that we can visualize the associations, or this hypothetic straight line here is same line. So let's say this is A and B. It is parallel to C and D. C and D here. So these are parallel. And AC, oh, what happened? And AC is parallel to BD. Okay, something like this. So which letters that could be on the same line? So this one says that A, B, C, D, they can be on the same line, but it can't, because if we put A and B at the same line, then we can't put D on the same line as well. I mean, it should be on different line. What about B, C, D, E? B, C, D, E. What is D? Because we have this E value here, and we can put this anywhere we want. So B, C, D, E. Can we make a straight line with this? I don't think so, because line here from B to C, but D is outside. So if we need to include D as well, then we need a detour here. But this is not a line anymore. So let's look at this one, because this is the answer. CDE. CD is already on the same line, and E can be somewhere here. So when we draw a line here, yes, CD and E can be on the same line. But ACD, no. If A and C is on the same line, then D cannot be on this same line as A and C. Or ABD. A and B are already on the same line, but D cannot be on this same line. So the only possible answer then is CDE. And it is because we can put this E anywhere, like here. All right. And finally, we have this question in the figure. X is 110, Y is 105. What is the value of Z? So we have three values, X plus X, Y, and Z. So we know that this is not a rectangle, but still it's like if we add all these angles up, it's gonna give us 360. So what are these values? What are these angles? So it is right, this one is right across X, so it should be X. Same as here, it is right across X, so it should be X. And again, this one is across Y, then it should be Y. And this is already Z, it is given. So we have this simple equation then, 2x plus y plus z, and this is 360. So we know that x is 110, so 220, and y is 105 plus c is 360, so 325 plus z is 360, and z is then 35. All right, thank you. See you in another